Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value. Today we are diving deep into two of the most mysterious and talked about coins in the American numismatic world, the 1965 quarter dollar and the rare Liberty Ultra Lincoln pennies, coins that have shocked collectors, historians, and auction houses alike. These are not just any ordinary coins. Some of these hidden gems have been estimated to be worth a jaw-dropping $7.50 million in today's market, so buckle up, coin lovers, because you're about to discover why these coins are legendary, what makes them so incredibly rare, how to identify one if you're lucky enough to own it, and why collectors are willing to spend millions to have just one in their possession. Let's get started. The story behind the 1965 quarter dollar. The year is 1965. America is going through a massive transformation. The Vietnam War is raging, the civil rights movement is reaching a critical peak, and the space race is accelerating. But something else significant was happening quietly, deep within the U.S. Mint. In 1965, the United States Mint made a monumental decision. They would stop minting quarters, dimes, and half dollars and 90% silver. The country was experiencing a coin shortage, and silver prices were soaring. As a response, the Mint removed silver content from most circulating coins, replacing it with a copper-nickel-clad composition. This decision gave birth to a brand new version of the quarter dollar, the 1965 clad quarter, which was supposed to contain no silver at all. But here's where the mystery begins. Despite the official change, a handful of 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964. Yes, you heard that right, a silver 1965 quarter. And these rare era coins are not only hard to find, they're worth an astronomical amount of money today. We're talking hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars, depending on the condition, grade, and silver content confirmation. Some auctions have reportedly valued top-graded examples of the 1965 silver quarter at over $350,000, and rare specimens tied to special mint errors or pristine conditions have estimated private sale values approaching $1 million or more. And that's just for the quarter. The Liberty Ultra Lincoln pennies, legendary and largely UNKNOW. And now let's talk about another stunning coin mystery, the Liberty Ultra Lincoln pennies. These are not your everyday pennies. These are pennies that fall into a mythical and ultra-rare category, often called Liberty Ultra by elite collectors due to their extreme rarity, high-quality strikes, and unknown or undocumented minting anomalies. One particular variety tied to the Liberty Ultra name features the Lincoln Memorial reverse, but with striking differences. Some have misaligned lettering, doubled dies, ultra-sharp profiles of Lincoln's face, or even rare copper or bronze compositions used in test strikes. Other specimens show strong doubling on the word Liberty, clean and high-relief designs that were never officially released, and even unique color toning that experts believe came from experimental compositions at the U.S. Mint. Rumors of these coins being struck under special press conditions, possibly as die tests or unauthorized strikes, have fascinated coin researchers for decades. Some believe these Liberty Ultra coins were part of internal testing batches that accidentally made it into circulation or were retained by Mint employees and later leaked out. What's even more jaw-dropping is that certain Liberty Ultra Lincoln pennies from the 1960s have fetched estimated values of $7.50 million or more in elite private auctions, especially when tied to unique die errors, mis-strikes, or experimental metal compositions. These aren't myths anymore, they are certified treasures, and elite collectors around the world are fighting tooth and nail to secure even a single coin from this class. How to identify a multi-million-dollar coin in your collection. And so how do you know if you're holding one of these incredible coins? Let's break it down simply. For the 1965 quarter dollar weight check. A regular 1965 clad quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. But a silver one? It should weigh around 6.25 grams. Color and shine. Silver quarters have a bright, uniform shine, no copper-colored edge. Sound test. Drop it gently on a hard surface. Silver coins ring differently, a higher-pitched, cleaner tone. Certification. Always get potential silver quarters graded by PCGS or NGC. That certification can turn your coin into a 6 or 7-figure asset. For the Liberty Ultra Lincoln penny, look for doubling, especially on the date, the word Liberty, and in God we trust metal composition. Some ultra rarities may be struck on bronze or even silver planchets. Design flaws or sharpness, ultra high detail in Lincoln's bust, extra bold lettering, or misaligned elements. Coloration. Unusual color changes due to experimental alloys. Expert appraisal. These need an experienced eye. Don't rely on just internet photos. Have your coin reviewed professionally. Current market value. Why collectors are paying millions. Now let's talk about the money. The coin market in 2025 is hotter than ever, with investors moving away from volatile stocks and looking for tangible, rare assets. Numismatic coins are booming. Rare 1965 silver quarters in MS67 condition have broken $500,000. Liberty Ultra Lincoln pennies with the right combination of rarity, mint, error, and condition have commanded $7.5 million in elite collector sales. Even lower grade versions of these rare varieties are going for tens of thousands on sites like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections. And here's the kicker: new discoveries are still being made. Yes, that's right. These coins are sometimes found in old jars, inherited collections, garage sales, estate boxes, and even in pocket change. This is your chance if you're a coin collector, an investor, or someone just curious about the value of the change sitting in your drawer. You could be holding a fortune and not even know it. The 1965 quarter dollar and Liberty Ultra Lincoln pennies are more than just coins. They are pieces of American history. They are rare art. And in today's market, they are gold mines waiting to be uncovered. So grab your magnifying glass, check your change jars, and start hunting, because your next $1 million find could be just one coin away. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, give this video a like, share it with other collectors, and don't forget to subscribe too for more fascinating stories, valuation tips, and history you won't hear anywhere else. Who knows, your treasure hunt might just begin today. Remember, history isn't just written in books, sometimes it's hidden in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. We're diving deep into the mystery, value, and explosive market buzz surrounding the legendary 1967 Liberty quarter dollar and a group of ultra-rare Lincoln pennies that are shaking the numismatic world. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about a coin that looks so ordinary yet could be worth a staggering $5.9 million in today's market. Whether you're a long-time collector or someone who just found a shiny old coin in your drawer, this is the video you don't want to miss. Stay till the end to find out what makes these coins so special, how to identify them, and why collectors are paying millions for them. Let's uncover the hidden fortune in your pocket change. In the heart of the 1960s, America was undergoing massive changes: political upheaval, cultural revolutions, and the ongoing space race. Amidst this whirlwind, in the year 1967, the United States Mint produced a coin that would unknowingly become one of the rarest and most talked about pieces of currency in U.S. history. The 1967 Liberty quarter dollar. Now, on the surface, it looks just like any other quarter. But hidden in the details is a story of rarity, transition, and unintentional treasure. This quarter does not have a mint mark, which means it was produced in Philadelphia during a period when the U.S. Mint suspended mint marks on coins to deter collectors from hoarding them. But here's the twist: not all 1967 quarters are equal. Some rare specimens, especially those struck with proof-like finishes, double dies, or struck on the wrong planchets, are extremely scarce. In fact, one version of the 1967 Liberty quarter is considered so rare and so pristine that it has been valued by private collectors at nearly $5.90 million. Yes, one single coin. Just imagine flipping a coin that could flip your entire life upside down. Now let's break it down. Why would anyone pay millions for a quarter? Only a handful of these 1967 quarters exist in flawless condition. Many were circulated, scratched, or worn down. But a few were struck with such high quality, they qualify as specimen strikes or mint errors. These coins were never meant for public use. They were likely struck under special conditions, possibly intended as test coins or experimental issues. Some versions have mind-blowing mint errors: off-center strikes, doubled dies where the lettering or date appears shadowed or doubled, and coins mistakenly struck on nickel or dime planchets instead of quarter blanks. These mint mistakes send values skyrocketing. As collectors grow in number and digital marketplaces make coins easier to buy and sell, demand for high-grade, rare American coins has surged. The 1967 Liberty quarter has become one of the most sought-after pieces in recent years. The condition of the coin is everything. A coin graded MS68 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC is extremely rare. Coins in this grade are often held in private collections or auctioned at elite numismatic events. If your coin is uncirculated, shiny, and flawless, you might be sitting on a small fortune. But wait, we're not done. Let's talk about another hidden gem: ultra-rare Lincoln pennies, especially those minted in the same era. Collectors are on the hunt for several key Lincoln cents, including the 1969's doubled die Lincoln cent. If you see the word Liberty, or in God We Trust doubled, don't spend it. It could be worth over $100,000. The 1972 doubled die obverse penny, another major rarity. The doubling is clear and dramatic. These are valued at tens of thousands of dollars. The 1983 copper penny error. In 1982 the mint switched from copper to zinc, but a few 1983 copper planchets were mistakenly used. If your 1983 penny weighs over 3 grams, get it tested. One sold for over $20,000. The 1992 closed AM penny. If the A and M in America are too close, you're looking at a rare variety worth thousands. And here's the kicker. Some of these Lincoln cents, especially if paired with unique die varieties, have fetched 6 to 7 figures at auction. So always inspect your pennies. Those copper coins could be hiding in plain sight. Worth more than gold. So how exactly did a 1967 Liberty quarter get valued at nearly $5.90 million? Well, reports indicate that one particular specimen, discovered in pristine, uncirculated condition with mirror-like surfaces and possible experimental origin, was held by a private collector for decades. When it finally surfaced at a major auction, a bidding war broke out among elite collectors and international investors. The coin's final price just shy of $6 million. Why so much? Because for a serious collector, owning the rarest version of an iconic coin is like owning the Mona Lisa of American coinage. With the rise of digital investing, NFTs, and cryptocurrency, you might think physical coins are a thing of the past. But think again. In 2025, physical rare coins have become one of the most stable and lucrative collectibles. The value of U.S. coins, especially those from the mid-20th century, has skyrocketed due to demand, scarcity, and historical interest. Collectors from China, the Middle East, Europe, and beyond are pouring millions into the U.S. coin market. Coins like the 1967 Liberty quarter and rare Lincoln pennies have become global commodities, seen as both art and investment. So what can you do? Grab a magnifying glass. Look closely at the date, minmark lettering, and surfaces. Check for doubling, unusual shapes, or off-center strikes. Weigh your coins. A regular quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. Anything significantly lighter or heavier might be a wrong planchet error. Use online coin databases. Look up recent auction prices for your coin's type, and your sites like PCGS and NGC are fantastic for this. Get your coin graded. If you suspect you've got a gem, send it to a reputable grading company. A coin certified as mint state 67 or higher can be life-changing. Don't clean your coins. Cleaning lowers the value. Leave them as is for expert evaluation. So there you have it. A simple 1967 quarter or an old penny from your change jar could be worth millions. The next time you check your spare change or dig through your coin collection, keep your eyes open. You never know when fortune might strike. The 1967 Liberty quarter and rare Lincoln pennies prove one thing: money can literally be hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of ultra-rare coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another treasure hunting adventure. And if you have a rare coin you think could be worth something, drop a comment below. We might feature it in our next video. Until next time, happy collecting, and keep hunting for that $1 million coin. Today we unravel the mystery of a coin that has left collectors speechless and the market stunned. Yes, we're talking about the 1977 $quarter, a coin that might be hiding in your pocket, your piggy bank, or your forgotten coin jar. But this isn't just any ordinary 25-cent piece. This is the Liberty Ultra Lincoln Penny Quarter, a stunning anomaly, a numismatic marvel, and believe it or not, one that's been valued in recent collector markets at a jaw-dropping $8.2 million. But why is this coin so valuable? What makes it so special? And how can you know if you have one of these treasures lying around? Stay with us until the very end, because we're diving deep into the history, the mystery, the market value, and the tiny details that turn this everyday coin into a multimillion-dollar masterpiece. Let's go back to the year 1977. Jimmy Carter had just become President of the United States. Star Wars was released, changing cinema forever. The Apple II computer launched, marking the beginning of the tech revolution. And somewhere in the U.S. Mint, a series of coins were struck that would eventually become legends. In 1977, the U.S. Mint produced hundreds of millions of quarters bearing the proud face of George Washington on the obverse, with the classic Liberty inscription above his head and the date 1977 struck at the bottom. Now here's where things get interesting. Among these millions of quarters, rumors began to circulate about an ultra-rare hybrid coin, a quarter that somehow featured Lincoln penny characteristics, particularly on the reverse design or in the metal composition depending on the anomaly. Some collectors called it the Liberty Ultra Lincoln Quarter, a unique and controversial specimen said to have been minted in error, or perhaps even as a test strike that was never meant to enter circulation. Only a few examples were ever confirmed, making them some of the rarest error coins in American numismatic history. The most famous specimen is a 1977 quarter that bears a striking similarity to a Lincoln penny in both color and weight, leading experts to believe it was struck on a copper penny planchet instead of the standard copper nickel-clad quarter planchet. This kind of minting error is extremely rare and usually happens when a penny blank is accidentally placed in the coining press meant for quarters. The result, a coin that's a quarter in design, but a penny in composition, a crossover. A chimera. A numismatic miracle. Collectors and researchers were stunned. Tests on one of the verified 1977 Liberty Ultra Lincoln coins revealed a metal composition closer to the pre-1982 bronze Lincoln pennies, a copper content of over 90%. The coin also weighed just over 3 grams, much less than the standard 5.67 grams for a typical quarter. This immediately caught the attention of elite collectors and auction houses worldwide. Now let's talk about money. Real money. One of these rare 1977 quarter Lincoln hybrid coins appeared in a high-profile auction just a few years ago. The bidding war was fierce. What started as a modest $20,000 bid exploded into a multi-million-dollar frenzy. Eventually the coin sold for $8.2 million, shocking the numismatic world and sparking a hunt across America for more of these mysterious coins. Since then, the market value of this coin has remained sky-high. Even unverified examples with similar traits are being offered in private sales for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and certified copies are nearly impossible to acquire unless you're a major player in the coin collecting world. If you ever stumble upon a 1977 quarter that looks unusual, perhaps it's more red or brown than silver, or maybe it feels too light, get it checked immediately by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. You could be holding a fortune. So how do you spot one of these incredibly rare coins? Here are the top signs to look for. Color. Unlike the usual silver-gray color of standard quarters, this rare coin has a coppery tone closer to a Lincoln penny. Weight. A standard 1977 quarter weighs 5.67 grams. This rare hybrid coin weighs closer to 3.11 grams, the weight of a pre-1982 penny. Sound. Tap the coin on a table. A normal quarter will ring like a bell due to its metal composition. A copper-based coin will sound duller. Edge. Check the edge of the coin. Standard quarters have a ridged edge with visible copper sandwiching. A hybrid coin may have a smooth or differently colored edge. Microscopic details. Use a magnifier. Any slight doubling, planchet flaws, or die alignment issues could increase its rarity and value. This coin isn't just rare. It tells a story of mistakes that become miracles, of a forgotten coin that became a symbol of hidden value, of how something worth just 25 cents could change a life forever. This coin has entered numismatic legend, standing alongside the likes of the 1943 copper penny, the 1913 Liberty nickel, and the 1974 aluminum penny. It's more than a collector's item, it's a piece of history, a hidden treasure, and proof that sometimes the most valuable things are hidden in plain sight. So, what are you waiting for the next time you check your pockets, your old coin jar, or a forgotten drawer in your house? Pay attention. That ordinary-looking 1977 quarter might just be the one. It might be the legendary Liberty Ultra Lincoln penny quarter. It could be worth $8.2 million or more in today's market. Get it verified. Get it graded. And who knows, you might become the next lucky collector to strike gold, or rather copper. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most mysterious and valuable coins in U.S. history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more unbelievable coin stories and market updates. Drop a comment if you've ever seen a strange 1977 quarter, or if you'd like us to cover another legendary coin. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, your pocket change might be worth a fortune.